ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Checkwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and I'm going to review WWE SmackDown Live, and this is for September 18th, 2018. Coming off the heels of Hell in a Cell. So, you open up, Miz TV opens up, does the heel bit, his guest is Maurice, Daniel Bryan interrupts. I'm not big on this feud at all, to be very honest. I really like The Miz as a heel on the microphone, and I'm a huge fan of Daniel Bryan in the ring. I'm just not a big fan of this feud, though. Get Miz's wife Maurice out of there, get Daniel Bryan's wife Brie Bella out of there, and maybe I'm somewhat interested again. Maybe. Honestly, the feud itself has been going on for far too long as it is. So, Daniel Bryan comes down to the ring, starts whooping on The Miz. He kicks Miz into Maurice. Turns out the whole thing is staged. Maurice is acting like she's hurt. And then she shows that she's not. Miz is trying to get the upper hand on Daniel. Daniel Bryan knows it's coming, still keeps the upper hand. Backstage, they do an interview with Daniel Bryan asking how he knew the whole thing was a setup. Daniel said, anytime Miz calls anybody to the ring, you know it's a setup because he's a coward. And there you go. That's how they start the show. That's already after a commercial break. The first match of the night is Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston. So you have a couple of promos, one from the New Day, one from the Bar, inside the ring. The Bar, they try their hand at like making people laugh, and it just doesn't work because they don't have any comic timing whatsoever, and it just kind of falls flat. So, the in-ring action was much better than the Bar promo. New Day's wasn't bad. And Cesaro gets the win. I like that because neither one of these guys, Sheamus or Cesaro, have really gotten much of anything lately. Sheamus is aging. He's got some issues going on with his body. But both of them are still really good. I still really like Sheamus and Cesaro, so I was really happy to see him get the win. Backstage, you get a Rusev Day promo. Basically, Rusev insinuates that Aiden English is the wink link here. Rusev and Lana walk away. Aiden English starts going on a tirade to an interviewer about, Lana being the weak link, and then Lana turns out to be standing right behind him. So there you go. And then you get this bit that was kind of cool. Randy Orton in the production truck, and he's got a guy trying to search for footage of Hell in a Cell, and Randy Orton twisting the screwdriver in Jeff Hardy's ear. Doing his Randy Orton heel bit. And it worked. After that, you get a backstage AJ Styles interview, asking if he feels like maybe Samoa Joe has a legit gripe. He's like, yeah, he might, but I'm still the champion. And that was basically the end of it. So then you get Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Decent match for what it was. Not anything great or grandiose. Nakamura gets the win because Aiden English jumped on the apron. He started telling Rusev to crush because Rusev had the upper hand. And then Aiden English attacks Rusev after the match. So he causes Rusev to lose, and then he just goes ham on Rusev. And there you go. So Rusev Day is basically split apart, and now Aiden English and Rusev are going to have a feud, you would have to imagine. We'll see what this does for Aiden English. After that, you get Andrade Cien Almas versus AJ Styles. Pretty good match, a lot of good spots. AJ Styles gets the win, and Samoa Joe, of course, attacks after the match. And I actually kind of went back and forth. I kind of initially thought that Samoa Joe was just going to go ham on AJ. Didn't work like that. AJ kind of turned it around on Samoa Joe. So, building stakes, I like that. Not bad at all. Then you get another horrible Iconics promo. Just not a fan of the Iconics whatsoever. And that turns into Asuka versus Billie Kay, and I tuned out during this match, honestly. I'm just so done with the Iconics and women like this in WWE. Now let me be clear why. Because a lot of people have been having this debate about, you know, every female superstar has had some impact on women's wrestling and blah blah blah. People don't understand why the Divas division had such a bad rep. Here's why. Because WWE brought in a lot of women for a look, not a talent. And they suck at promos, they suck in the ring, all they are is a cute fucking face. And if I want to see a cute face, I go to my girlfriend, or I turn on something else. I don't go to WWE. I go to WWE to watch athleticism, action, wrestling, and hopefully some good promos. The divas, like Carmella and the Iconics, they can't wrestle, they're not good at promos, they can't sell you on anything, there's no investment to their matches, and it disrespects the women to bust their ass day in and day out to get better in the ring, to be able to put on a good show, to put their bodies on the line. And I'm not a fan of that, and I never will be. So, having said that, I honestly don't even remember who won. I think it was Asuka, but I couldn't tell you for sure. I'm not a big fan of it. So then you get Paige, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. They do an in-ring promo, which of course turns into a fight, where Charlotte finally hears enough. She goes off on Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch winds up turning the tables and standing tall at the end, and she basically ends the show holding up her title. Which, I mean, honestly, Becky Lynch is damn good. I really think she is. I think she's deserving. So the fact that, you know, we go from SummerSlam, where the crowd is just going nuts when she went heel, to now her closing the show holding up the title, I think is really cool. I really like it. I'm a big fan of that. The show as a whole, I'm not a big fan of the feud, but I did like how they did some of the stuff with Daniel Bryan, Miz, and Maurice. I thought it was unique and pretty cool. So I'm not completely hating on the opening segment. It was okay. Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston, it was decent. I like the fact that they gave Cesaro his spot. Randy Orton bit was, you know, traditional Randy Orton, and it works. You had the Aiden English betrayal, that was cool. Andrade Cien Almas versus AJ. Trying to put this all together. I don't want to give it too high of a score because I wasn't all that invested in it, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It was slightly above average, but not great by any means. So that's where I'm at with it. That's my review of WWE SmackDown for September 18th, 2018. If you agree or if you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Janklitz, Kaged Nation, out.